Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to start our first chapter, large numbers around us. In this chapter, we will study about large numbers, like how big they are and their notations and expansions. But today we will learn about a very interesting topic of this chapter, that is exact and approximate values. So here first we will understand the term exact and approximate. So exact means exact values, and what is approximate? Exactly we can't find, so we can tell these numbers about ideas close to their exact values. Suppose I'll give you one example. Suppose you go to a fair where so many people are there. So you can tell me the exact number of people over there. Can you tell me this? Have you counted them? Obviously not. So obviously you tell me the approximate number of peoples over there, so you can't tell the exact number. So these are approximate values. Now here you can see two friends, Roxy and Istu. Let's see what they are saying. 1 lakh people visited the book fair. Oh, so many people. If I had not gone, they would have written 99,999 people visited the book fair last week. So you listen both of them. Now what do you think of this conversation? Have you read or heard such headlines or statements? In newspaper, headlines always the approximate values, not exact. You hardly heard in news headlines about exact number of population in any book fair. They always give the approximate values. So very often exact numbers are not required and just an approximation is sufficient. So here, for example, according to the 2011 census, the population of Chintamani town is 76,068. Instead saying that the population is about 75,000 is enough to give an idea of how big the quantity is. Here they are saying the exact value 76,068. So and this is the exact value. Instead of this you can say that 75,000 is a approximate value. So now again I one conversation. Bappi call and check if Tufan Express is on time. So Bappi calls the police, fire, ambulance, disaster management services, national emergency number, railway inquiry also. So what number did you call? Buppy tells, I called the roundup number. Of course, my teacher told us that efficient people deal with roundup numbers. So, firstly, I wanted to share this how how we can say the rounded of numbers. We can say it on a two ways. So, one way is round up or round down a number. So, these two ways for round off the numbers. So, there are situations where it makes sense to round up a number. Here, round up means rounding up is when an approximate number is always more than the actual number. For example, if a school bus 732 people, including students, teachers, and staff, the principal might order 750 sweets instead of 700 sweets. So here 732 people. So principal will not order 700 sweets because it may be less or not enough for everyone, not sufficient for everyone. So it's better to order 700 sweets. Now other another situation is, there are situations where it is better to round down. Rounding down is when the approximated number is less than the actual number. So up means the approximation number is always more than the actual number, and round down means the approximated number is always less than the actual number. For example, if the cost of an item is rupees 470, so the shopkeeper may say that the cost is around 450 instead of saying it is around 500. So here you can easily understand the concept of round up and round down. In round up, we always write the write more value than the actual value, and round down we always less than the actual value. Here you can see some situations also, some questions, and tell me the some situation. So think and share situation where it is appropriate to. So tell me some situations of each case given below, at least two to situation of each part. So first one is round up. So tell me any two situations for round up where we usually do the round up. For example, for ordering food for a party, we always wanted to enough food so that everyone can take it, not food will become left. Sorry, em- uh, बचना नहीं चाहिए मतलब food. So like, and second one is printing certificate, like we given certificate to our winners. So printing certificate, we would like to print more certificate than the actual participants, so no one will left. So okay, maybe some students may winners in a 2 3 competitions, so sufficient. Okay, now second situation is round down, where we just tell me two situations for round down. We can say budget constraints. So here, like in shopping, we always do bargaining. So we usually do bargaining according to our budget. So we can round down the actual price of any item. And second situation, we can say that estimating the cost to attract the customer. Usually shopkeepers do. Sometimes they do round down the actual price of a particular item to attract the customer. And third one, tell me two situations for third one. Either rounding up or rounding down is okay. So in this situation, you can round down or round up also. So for this, like telling someone's your age, sometimes you forget your age, so sometimes you can tell the actual more than the actual age, and sometimes tells the less than the actual age, or reporting average temperature also. Now fourth one is when exact numbers are needed. Tell me some situations where exact values are needed, like medical doses. For example, if doctor says you have to take this much of doses, so here you need to take exact doses of the medicine. Okay, like big bill payment, we do the exact amount of bill payments. And your scores in exam, this is also a example of exact numbers are needed there. So I have written over there, you can see all the examples of these situations. After this we have small topic. Next small topic is nearest neighbors. With the large number, it is useful to know the nearest thousand, lakh, or crore. For example, the nearest neighbor of the number 6 crore 72 lakh 85,183 are shown in the table given below. So here, how will you find out these nearest neighbors, like nearest thousand, nearest 10,000, nearest lakh, nearest 10 lakh, nearest crore? How will you find out? So firstly, we'll take one number, 6 crore 72 lakh 85,183. For this example, we'll understood all these nearest neighbors of this number. Okay, firstly we'll do for the nearest thousand. So tell me in this number which digit is at thousand place. So 5 is at thousand place and circle this number. Okay. So just remember this rule. Whatever we circle the number, after the circled number, if the number is 5 or more than 5, then we will add plus 1 to the circle number, and rest of the digit will be 0. Similarly, if after the circle number is less than 5 or 5, then there will be no change in a circle number, and rest of the digit will be 0. I repeat it again. Whenever we find out the nearest neighbors of any place, like for example here we will discuss about the nearest thousand. to at 1000 place 5. So we'll circle the 5. Okay, so after 5 the digit is 1, so 1 is less than 5. So we will not add plus 1 to the 5 because 1 is less than 5. So here the nearest thousand, the answer will be 6 crore 72 lakh 85,000. Okay, I hope you got it this. Now we'll do for next one is nearest 10,000. So in this number again tell me which digit is at 10,000 place. So here easily you can see this 8 is at 10,000 place. To circle that number, so after 8 which number is this? 5. So we already discussed this. If after the circled number is 5 or more than 5, that means we will add 1 to the circled number. So here if 8 is there, we will add 1 to the 8. So the number will become, and rest of the digits will be 0. So 6 crore 72 lakh 90,000. So this is the round of numbers for the nearest 10,000. So I hope you understood this concept very well. Now other nearest neighbors you can easily find out yourself. So you can practice more such examples of this concept. In this chapter there are so many examples are there, so many questions are there, so you can practice of this concept of nearest neighbors. And I hope you understood this concept. Thank you.